Out here in the countryside, there's a code. You ask before stepping foot or tires onto someone else's land. But apparently that rule never reached the ears of the self-proclaimed HOA security officer from the new Pine Hills development. I'm Jacob Turner, 34, rancher, father of two, and grandson to the most cantankerous man in the county. Henry Turner, or as folks around here call him, Old Iron. When Grandpa gets riled up, things usually don't end gently, and the HOA was about to learn that lesson the hard way. It all started with a truck, a big one. The Pine Hills HOA recently appointed their own community officer, even though he wasn't law enforcement. Just some overconfident former mall security guy named Todd, wearing a knockoff badge and aviators. He'd been lurking at the edge of our property for weeks, claiming he was monitoring perimeter activity and enforcing visual compliance. Never mind the fact that our ranch has been here for over 80 years, long before HOA bylaws were even a thought. Then one day I came home and saw it. Todd's HOA marked pickup parked squarely inside our lower pasture. No call, no knock. Just sitting there, engine running, tires dug into the grass near our creek. Grandpa was on the porch, rocking slowly, chewing sunflower seeds. "You see that?" I asked him. He spit a seed. "Saw it. Been sitting there 40 minutes. Said he's on patrol." "He trespassing?" "Yep." We walked down there together. I told Todd to move the truck. Calmly, respectfully. He laughed. "I've got full HOA enforcement authority. This is within the extended boundary guidelines for visual zone compliance." He rattled off. Grandpa raised an eyebrow. "That means something in mall security speak?" Todd rolled his eyes and waved a laminated HOA map like it was a search warrant. "Look, we're watching for code violations near the community perimeter. This field is within HOA line of sight and therefore subject to observational compliance." "It's a cow pasture," I replied, "and you're on private land." "Whatever, I'll be out in a bit," he said, leaning back into his truck. That's when Grandpa leaned over and whispered, "You mind if I show him the old Massey trick?" I knew what was coming. 10 minutes later, the Massey Ferguson tractor rolled up like a tank. Grandpa hooked a chain under Todd's rear axle while he was busy fiddling with some HOA paperwork. When he realized what was happening, it was already too late. "Hey, you can't do that!" Todd yelled, jumping out of the cab. Grandpa grinned. "Sure I can. It's my land. You're illegally parked." With a sudden jerk of diesel-fueled authority, the Massey roared to life. The truck's tires screeched, dirt flew, and before Todd could say policy violation, his pickup was being dragged backwards, mud flying, right down the pasture and straight into the edge of the creek. It didn't go fully in, but the back end sank with a satisfying sploosh. Water started seeping through the bed. Todd went ballistic. "I'm calling the police!" Grandpa waved him on. "Good. Tell them to come take your soggy badge while they're at it." The real sheriff showed up about 20 minutes later. Deputy Lawson, local, fair, and more than familiar with Todd's antics. After hearing the full story and seeing the dash cam footage I had running the whole time, he turned to Todd and said, "Buddy, you can't just go parking your HOA truck on people's land. You're lucky it didn't get hit with a combine." Todd stammered, But I was patrolling." "For what, rogue hay bales?" Todd got slapped with a trespassing citation. His HOA privileges were suspended. A week later, Pine Hills put out a notice. All community enforcement activities must remain within HOA boundaries. Effective immediately, HOA security vehicles are not permitted off paved HOA roads. As for Grandpa, he got a fruit basket from the neighboring ranchers and a case of beer from me. He added a new sign near the creek. "Private land, trespassing vehicles will be recycled." Some folks learn the hard way, and some trucks get a little creek bath to speed up the lesson.